Finally, the package has arrived. We have the Taupe Haze 4s here, and I'm excited to open these things up. I've never seen these things in person, so I'm looking forward to breaking these things down with you guys. Let's go ahead and get into it. Welcome back to the channel. What's up with you guys? How you doing? How you been? If you did not know by now, my name is DJ, and this is the DNA Show. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell notification for every time I upload a new video. And make sure you hit that like button because that helps the algorithm oh so much. So the Taupe Haze Air Jordan 4 is a colorway that has never came out before, and I'm definitely excited to show you guys this one because it's something new with a little twist, and there's a little bit of demand behind it, and I can understand why. So starting off with the box, you actually have a nice premium quality cardboard box right here. This is just a little bit thicker and a little bit nicer than your typical Air Jordan box. I know some people may not care, but when you start stacking up a bunch of boxes and they get flimsy and weak over time, you want to have sturdy boxes because that makes it a lot easier for you to control your collection. On this box, it's covered in like a brown with a grayish cement print all over the box with a huge Flight logo at the top with the Jumpman. Reading on the size tag, it says Air Jordan 4 Retro, Taupe Haze Infrared 23, retail 200 bucks. Flipping open the lid of the box, you have the same thing with your cement print here on the paper, and then you got the shoe. Oh, you got the shoe. Okay, first impressions of this sneaker. Yeah, I ain't mad at it at all. Now, typically in our videos, we go history first, but there's not too much history behind this shoe. We all know what the Air Jordan 4 is. The only thing that I can say that people have been talking about before the release is
this is a poor man's Travis Scott, family and friends.
Me personally, I think they should stay in their own lanes, and we shouldn't be comparing that shoe against this one because there are a lot of differences, and that's just two total different ball games. So don't let that ever devalue this sneaker because of some other shoe. Every sneaker has its own identity, so let's go ahead and talk about this one. Starting with the outsole, you have your classic Air Jordan 4 outsole with your infrared vibes right here on the ball of the foot and on the Jumpman, and all black murdered out throughout the rest of the sole. Going up to the midsoles, you have the black wrapping up to the top, a little black hit here on the front, and then the all white midsole on the back. Similar to the midsole, you have an all white air unit to blend in with that. And going to the upper, oh, the upper, we got a lot to talk about on this one. On the main panel, from the toe wrapping all the way around the foot, you can see that Taupe Haze vibe with the materials on the suede and everything looking really, really nice. But on the mud guard around the toe and around the eyelets and here at the collar of the shoe, even on the tongue as well, you have a different material that looks really flaky. And from my understanding, this is meant to be something that you wear off over time, similar to plenty other Air Jordan retros that we have seen, even Nikes, different stuff like that. But this will give you another vibe of the sneaker. I've seen some people customize it immediately and take off all the flakes and show you what the other version looks like, and some people like to leave it like this and wear it off over time and see what happens. Me personally, I probably wouldn't strip down the shoe from how it is in its original state, but I am excited to see what it looks like over time. On other hits from the sneaker, you have the same colored Taupe Haze nets right here with the black mesh behind it, black laces, black eyelets, black sock liner, and a black back tab with the Taupe Haze Jumpman right here on the back. You have your classic Air Jordan 4 logo here on the tongue with the square patch, with the infrared Jumpman and the Flight in black right here below it. Looking at the insole, you have an all infrared insole with the black Jumpman and another vibrant splash of infrared here on the back of the tongue. Everything besides that, as you know, it's pretty much an Air Jordan 4 with its own twist and its own colorway. They don't come with the extra pair of laces. They don't have a special hang tag. I understand why the retail is $200 just based on the materials and the quality of the box and everything like that. So I can say that justifies the price based on normal retail prices these days. So I'm not mad at that. How do you guys feel about the retail price on this shoe? I mean, obviously a lot of people would like to get it for retail, saying that it's selling for more, right? So overall, when it comes to this sneaker, I don't think this is like the top Air Jordan 4 of all time or anything like that, but I definitely really love the shoe. I definitely really appreciate the shoe. I doubled up on the sneaker and got two pairs. So I mean, me personally, yes, I rock with the shoe. I think it's dope. I would pick fire if it was a fire or trash type of thing, which we'll get to in a second. Let me know how you guys feel about this shoe down below in the comment section. So I went to Instagram like I always do. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on IG so you can participate in the poll as well. And like I always ask them, is this shoe fire or is this shoe trash? And this is what they said. 81% of the people chose fire and 19% of the people chose trash. I completely understand those results, and it definitely makes sense because I heard a lot of hype around this shoe when they first was coming out, or even leading leading up to the release, and I was very ecstatic when I first got my pair on Sneakers app as well. So now let's talk about numbers real quick before we get out of here, because everybody always wants to know these questions. So let's go ahead and get into it. So like I said earlier, retail on this sneaker was $200, and it already started off going around $300 to $350, coming closer and closer to the release. Next thing you know, everybody's like,
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it or not. I'm willing to pay more money.
All these different things, and I'm like, yo, be patient. We'll see what happens on release date. Then the price continues to go up, and everybody's like,
bruh, I gotta have them.
And I'm like, bruh, just be patient and see if you can get them on release date. The shoe finally comes out, and then the price starts to slowly go down, and now the shoe is finally settling around low to mid 300s. I think that's a pretty accurate representation of the value of this sneaker right now, but I definitely think these will go up over time. So if you end up keeping a pair and holding a pair on ice or whatever it may be, I think you're definitely gonna get your money's worth in the long haul, and this could potentially easily be back up at that same price point of $450 or $500 sneaker a year or 2 years from now, or even 6 months. Who knows? The summertime might roll around and everybody wants to have these again, and there's more hype demand and everybody wants to rock the shoe. We shall see. But either way, I think they're at a pretty solid price, and you should be able to find them in their local markets, mid to high 200s, somewhere around there. And I think you should be able to get a pair if you're looking at them in the aftermarket. But I would say I would hop on them relatively soon, so that way you can get a decent price on them before this price starts to go back up, because this is definitely a dope shoe, and I know a lot of people appreciate it. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned, I got some cool stuff dropping this week as well. I appreciate you guys tuning in and tapping in and liking and being the first one in the comment section and all that dope stuff. You guys are the best. I really appreciate you guys. All right, y'all, I'm out. Yo, if you enjoyed this video and you want to make extra money or grow your shoe collection, I want to give you a free video with my 3 tips that were the most powerful, that will help you grow your sneaker collection and make an additional $1,000 to $10,000 a month. All you need to do to get this free video is click on the first link in the description or the comment that's pinned in the comment section. That'll take you to a page where you can enter your email address, and I'll make sure that I send you a video right away. And if you enjoyed this video, again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. My name is DJ. I'm signing out. I got to go. I'm gone. Peace.
How much do you want for these? Are those 20? What size is?
No, it's not for anymore. I'll send you the address.
So I might have found something. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna see in a second. They're trying to crunch the numbers right now. They need help.